Hello everybody, welcome back once again. We are playing Triangle Strategy. Just going to save here and we'll go into, I think this is chapter 11 next.
In his time, Lord Simone protected the Roselle who fled Hyzant, and the village they established within the Wolffort domain. 30 years have passed since then. The Hierophant uses the illegal salt trade incident as leverage to demand those Roselle be sent to the source, where Hyzantian faith dictates they must reside. After being found guilty at the trial, Serenoa has no other choice but to acquiesce. Thus, with House End ruined and a vacant position among the Saintly Seven to be filled, rumors of House Wolffort's ascendancy start sounding more credible than ever to the people of Hyzant.
Lord Serenoa, I believe it may be in our best interests to turn over the Roselle after all.
But they fought so hard to escape Hyzant. They would never agree to return.
It would be a show of good faith to the Saintly Seven and secure House Wolffort's safety. If the situation calls for force, well, we must be prepared, to borrow Minister Exham's words.
I see. Give me time to think over the matter. Where is Frederica?
Oh, she left for the source with Prince Roland. She said she wanted to see where the Roselle live for herself.
Ah, indeed. Hyzantian law requires all Roselle to make their home at the source.
She is most troubled over this, Lord Serenoa. Please, if you could...
I understand. I will make for the source at once.
Alright, check the encampment here really quickly. It is kind of interesting there that... Oh yeah, here we go. Quite this point, let's revitalize. Hidden reserves, rejuvenate. Medal of Bravery. Silver, leather, oak, crystal. We got all kinds of fun stuff now. It's interesting that, well, as Serenoa just said, Hyzantian law requires all Rosellan to live at the source. But, Frederica does not live at the source. Alright. Gladiator Pillars of Fire. I think I'm gonna promote Anna next. Oh, I have two, so I can do two of these characters. Man, they don't get much for stats. Anna's only going to get 1 strength. That's... Yeah, like look at Roland. Roland, when he promotes, he gets strength, magic attack, and magic defense. Yeah, Frederica only gains magic attack. Alright, let's promote Anna.
I must be ever ready.
Promote Hewitt here too.
It is an honor to serve.
Okay. Let's do some weapon upgrades. Alright, so I have 1 silver. Indestructible stone. A spider silk. And an oak. There's a crystal too. Silver. Who all uses silver? Dinah. Anna. Oh, and okay. Looking like Anna's gonna get this one. Let's do the speed. Physical defense. Back attack damage up or... Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Indestructible stone. Who can use that? Ian's. Flanagan. Alright, looking like Eridor's gonna get this one. And what is this here? Increases damage dealt by follow-up attacks or increases physical damage dealt. I don't really know how many or how often he uses or does follow-ups. Let's just increase his damage. Magic defense. And then physical defense. Alright. Spider silk. Yeah, I think I gotta go with Archibald. Dude needs this increased movement, something fierce. It's really tough to get him around. Increases damage dealt by critical hits. Let's definitely do accuracy. Yeah, let's do the crits. Alright, who is last? Or next? Probably not her. Should just use an oak. I have an oak and a crystal left. Oh, and a leather. Probably Quahog. Crystal. Yeah, or Narv. Yeah, let's do Quahog. And we're gonna go right for the speed. Increases the effect of time compression or increases the effect duration of time compression by 1 turn. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll do HP. Alright, now leather, it's either Groma or... Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Lionel. Man, I feel like I've barely used Lionel though. Alright, what does he get here? Increases the success rate of ruffle feathers or increases the effect of charm. Yeah, let's do ruffle feathers. The luck boost and HP boost. Alright, is this oak? Yeah, oak. Oh, Azana's getting this one for sure. Alright. And then decrease TP cost of Rite of Rain or TP cost of Rite of Tempest. Let's do physical defense. TP cost of Rite of Rain or Tempest. I don't really know which one I'm... So I'm gonna have to, or I'm only gonna be able to do one or the other right here. Oh, let's just do Red Rain for now. I think, let's see here, what level is Rite of Rain? Oh, I guess I actually do have that. I don't have Tempest yet, though. That's 19. Yeah, so that makes sense, right? Doesn't really do me much good to do Rite of Tempest if I don't even have it. Okay. Let's get out of here. Oh, do I get anything here? Yeah, he's got new stuff. Oh, I'm... just gonna buy it all. Buy a bunch of stuff that I'll probably never use. I actually forget usually about like the spices. All right. Oh, so now the like the tier 2 items start to become available. Or T2 accessories. I'm not gonna equip that yet. Buy this. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Jade Thumb Ring. Increases the amount of EXP earned in battle. Very nice. Quality iron, some stone. Quality stone. Okay, let's see here. Serenoa really doesn't need any of this stuff. Grants a little HP at the start of your turn. Oh man, I forgot about this. I wonder how long have I had that? Oh, let's do like, I don't know. Just do the luck ring, I guess. Golden pinky ring, that's probably fine. He doesn't need this. Let's do the magic amulet. And then Frederica can use the red scarf. No, not red scarf. Anklet. Put the strength amulet on Rudolph. Actually, no, I'm gonna give that to the old timer. Strength ring. Scarf. Accuracy ring. Actually, boy, Rudolph probably needs that accuracy one more. This is 21. Yeah, she's 25. Let's swap that. Cause boy, he was having some serious issues. Wait, where did that? Magic defense 20. magic defense amulet here. Where's Eridor? Magic defense is 10. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that. Alright, defense amulet. Who needs better defense? Probably Benedict. He doesn't really need this strength ring. Could have used that defense amulet in that last battle there, because man, he was getting slammed. What do we have left here? Red Scarf. Cover HP when you defeat an enemy. Bangle of Vitality. That seems like a tank thing, right? Where'd your boy Eridor go? Magic Defense Amulet, Rear Guard's Cloak. Yeah, let's do that instead. Put the Rear Guard's Cloak on Flanagan instead. HP Amulet. HP Amulet. Alright, I think we're probably good here. Jade Thumb Ring. Yeah, I'll put that on somebody later when I actually go to do some battling. That looks fine for now. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a new Mental Mock battle. I'll do that in a minute. Let's leave this. We'll finish the rest of the... I think there's a... Yeah, we've got side story stuff too. Alright, let's do this. Whiteholm Castle says, from the throne room of Whiteholm Castle, Gustadolf begins the next stage of his plan.
Thalos, thank you for making the necessary arrangements.
No need to thank me. I am your Prime Minister, after all. I have made sure those with any power in Glenbrook understand their place. They will do as we command.
Then everything is in place. It is time.
Is there nothing I might do to aid you, brother?
If there were, I would tell you. And the Consortium, Thalos?
Oh, I expect we shan't have any trouble from them. I have promised them a considerable sum to stay out of our way.
Good. Now it is just a waiting game. I wonder how long the Hyzantians will last.
Alright, let's see here. Next side story here is in the Crown City. It says a dancer approaches a certain man in Glenbrook with an intriguing offer.
Silvio Tellior, I presume?
Who might you be?
Someone who brings good tidings. An offer you may wish to consider.
I am ruined. Who would want to offer me anything?
It is Minister Edor's wish. Will you hear me out?
One of the Saintly Seven? Then you are Hyzantian.
My master is eager for your assistance, as you are quite close to House Wolfort.
What is Milo offering, I wonder? Alright, let's do this exploration phase here in Central Hyzant. It says Frederica makes her way to the source to see her fellow Roselle, but...
Please, I'd only like to glimpse the goddess's sacred grounds for myself. It won't take but a moment.
That may be, but outsiders are not permitted into the source for such frivolities. And you are Rosellan. You ought to understand the teachings better than anyone.
Frederica.
Serenoa, forgive my impulsive behavior.
There's nothing to forgive. I too wish to learn more of the Roselle and Hyzant. Not knowing would make my decision easier, but still I feel I must.
Serenoa? From House Wolfort?
The very same. Lord Serenoa Wolfort. The one who will assume control of the salt trade in short order, as House End once did. To that end, we are here today for a preliminary inspection of the grounds.
So the rumors were true.
Well, are you refusing the newest addition to the Saintly Seven entry into the source?
Of course not. Please, right this way.
All right, you Rosellan wretches! Time for worship! Minister Edor of the Saintly Seven himself will be giving the sermon today. You should be thankful. Heed his word, and your sins shall be cleansed.
Roselle, do you know why you are imprisoned at the source, condemned to toil? It is because your ancestors committed the most heinous of sins. Long, long ago, they schemed to seize control of the salt that the goddess bequeathed to the people of Nozelia. They seized the source for themselves, wresting every last grain of salt from other peoples, desperate for the resource. Using the salt they hoarded as a shield, they terrorized the land, destroying any who stood against them in their thirst for domination. Fanned by their greed, the flames of war long ravaged our land. Countless innocents lost their lives. What a terrible, arrogant people! Their cursed souls dwell within you, their progeny, to this very day. Indeed, the proof is in the very color of your hair. The same red as the blood that flowed from their countless victims.
Our people sinned against the goddess. We are a detestable blight upon Norzelia.
Oh, goddess of salt, please, forgive us our sins. Forgive us.
Do not despair, for the goddess of salt is ever merciful and kind. She grants even the worst of sinners, even you, a chance to atone. That atonement will only come through hard work here at the source. By quenching this earth with your sweat, by giving your lives to this labor, your cursed souls will be cleansed and welcomed back to the goddess's side. Only then, when your sins have been washed away, can you hope to be reborn into a pure body and once again walk upon Nozelia. People of the Roselle, surrender your lives to the source and give your thanks to the great goddess.
O goddess of salt,
For you, I give myself, stained with sin as I am, to the Source. Thank you for granting us the chance to atone.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is enough. Now take that gratitude and turn it toward your work.
I cannot believe what I'm seeing.
This is atonement? And the Roselle accept it as a fitting punishment? Even if that story Idor told is true, no sin warrants this kind of cruel retribution. Hyzant maintains control over Salt now. Are they then not guilty of the same crime?
You are right. But this is as the Goddess of Salt commands, is it not?
The goddess... Excuse me, the Goddess of Salt. That's laughable. Time to see for myself what goes on at the Source. I mean, we really just did. There isn't much more to say other than it's completely insane here, right? I mean, you've got slavery based off of, I don't know, the past history of Rosellans that are all dead. It's absolutely insane. So that Rosellan doesn't have anything to say. Neither does that one. Neither does that one. Wow. They force young and old alike to toil in deplorable conditions and have the audacity to call it atonement. Let's see here. Oops. They don't even tend to those who collapse from exhaustion. They treat my people worse than criminals. It breaks my heart to behold such cruelty. I can scarcely imagine what it must be like to suffer through this. Alright, so Frederica's top option is liberty, middle is utility, and bottom is morality. I'm going liberty. I would love to see them free, but they are under a constant watch. It wouldn't be nigh impossible. They are born with the sins of their ancestors upon their shoulders, then spend their lives laboring at the Source, being treated like filth until they die. It is an accursed fate, but perhaps the ones who see nothing wrong with such cruelty are the ones who are truly cursed. We are still outsiders, Frederica. We must be exceedingly careful in how we speak of the affairs of other nations, but I agree, this is not right. Alright. We need only follow the goddess's teachings in order to be absolved. There's a grounding amulet back there. Faster, faster, there shall be no rest for the wicked. Lord Sereno, House Wolfort, I presume. Sorry you had to lay eyes on the tainted ones, but this is where the Roselle pay their penance. Yeah, so I mean, wouldn't Frederica be a tainted one then as well? And he's gonna marry her? Or do they not know that? Register of the Roselle to notes. Oh, I've got a bunch of notes to go through, don't I? Let me do this, conversation here real quick. The tainted Roselle are fated to live out their days working in the Source in the hope they may one day atone for their sins. They are nothing like the rest of us by the very nature of their birth. They are impure and lack integrity. God, this is just insane. I always forget how just absolutely crazy this is. Alright, top option is morality, middle is liberty, bottom is utility. We're going liberty again. And you have the purity they lack. I see before me a man like any other. You wouldn't even need to ask if you were one of us, but as you're not, I'll spell it out for you. Mr. Idor himself ordered me to watch over the Source. That alone makes me a man of integrity. Oh, wow. I have the armor to prove it, as you can plainly see, and I'll be damned if I let tainted Rosellan blood mar its pristine surface. Yet for all that polished armor, I'd wager the Roselle's cracked, salt-crusted hands are cleaner than yours. Dang, savage. Tell him what's up. Hope they give us water today. Oh my god. Treatment of the Roselle here is utterly inhumane. 1,700. I can do it. I can carry the salt. How can the Holy State allow a man in his condition to continue working? is the only work I've ever known. It's all I'm fit for now. Many years ago, some of us tried to flee this place. None would dare dream of doing that now. It's a quality stone. This cask weighs nothing when compared to the weight of our sins. Wait. You're saying like a literal weight versus a figurative weight? Okay. Seems weird. I understand they've yet to replace Minister Sorceley as Overseer. And so we lumber on, a beast without a head, no one to issue orders should a crisis arise. It's hardly surprising he was one of the Saintly Seven. They'll not replace him so hastily. Rumors swirl that they might call upon the Wolfort boy. I don't care if they pick my own mother, so long as the position is filled. So they would install me as Overseer of the Source if I can find my way into the Saintly Seven. Okay, yeah, this is the same conversation here. Let's see here. Let's see. Did I get the movement bangle? Let me see here. Nope, I didn't. Oops. What did I just do? There, let's get out of here. Oh, I saw it. There it is. So, let's see, movement 5. 4, 5, 4. So now that, oh, who's got the 6? Oh, Roland, yeah, duh. Should have known that, I guess. 4, 5. Yeah, so most people have 4s or 5s for movement. Now that Archibald has the upgraded his weapon, he's actually got a movement of 4, as opposed to the 3 that he had earlier, which was horrible. But now I've got a movement bangle, and I'm not exactly sure who I want to put it on. Yeah, I'll think about that a little bit and decide who I want to put that on. Let's see. Grounding amulet. Got that. Range recovery. Got that. Register the Roselle. Got that. Collection cure. Aha, there it is, Cure All Pellet. Okay, that is it for the items here. Let me just go through the notes here that we got. Register of the Roselle. Quota met, failed to meet quota. Given 3 lashes as a warning. Failed to even come close to the meeting before he gave 5 lashing. Failed to meet quota for the 3rd day in a row. Given 10 lashes as punishment. Rations and water reduced by 1/3. Meet quota 10 days in a row. Poor physical condition. Fever shows no sign of breaking. Suspending rations. Deceased replaced by 9-year-old boy. Failed to meet quota. Given 3 lashes of warning. So it just repeats the process. Basically, they killed a Rosellan for not meeting quotas. Killed him and then replaced him by a 9-year-old boy, which is absolutely disgusting. Oh. Shoot. Alright, Beagle's Nature Record is part 1. It's a Glenbrook which spread across the center of the realm. There's a fertile area enriched by the river's water. The central area has been cleared away and established as the breadbasket of Norzelia, known for its bountiful grain harvest. To the south lies a vast forest wherein tigers are rumored to roam. A number of Glenbrook legends regarding kings and warriors who hunted these beasts, which likely came from a time when that forest covered more of the plains. Hawks are also known to inhabit various areas across the plains. Their shrewd conduct and gallant figure is known to all who live in the area, and they are beloved by the kingdom's people as a symbol of strength and pride. The hawk upon House Wolfort's crest is a perfect example of that adoration. Okay, we got the Salt Iron War Part 3. Salt Iron War claimed the lives of many and left entire cities in ruin. After seeing the destruction, King Regna of Glenbrook contacted Lord Simon of Wolfort in secret. He wished to find a path towards peace. Acutely aware of the pointlessness of the war, Simon agreed to meet, and the two began working together to bring an end to the bloodshed. Glenbrook and Wolfort declared that they would no longer support Esfrost and Hyzant. They demanded an immediate end to the war and for all nations to discuss the reconstruction of Norzelia in a peace conference. Knowing that Glenbrook and Wolfort were prepared to fight if they resisted, the destitute nations of Esfrost and Hyzant agreed. Thus the Salt Iron War was brought to an end. Oh my god, I just looked at my kudos. I had like 1,700 at one point. So all that stuff that I bought was really expensive, I guess. Anyways, at the conference, all parties agreed that the nation's borders would remain intact and made a pact of non-aggression. Furthermore, each nation was forbidden from arbitrarily limiting the distribution of salt and iron, and the Norzelia Consortium was established to neutrally control the trade of those materials. House Wolfort also became an influential house within the Kingdom of Glenbrook. The war gave way to a new framework within Norzelia, one that included the Consortium and Glenbrook's 3 high houses, but discussions over their merits and shortcomings must wait for another time. Alright, so I think I bought the Rise of Iron too, because that looks new. It's unclear when iron production began in Esfrost, however records show that they wielded self-made iron weapons when others had nothing but bronze. The iron swords and arrows of the northern mountain clans easily pierced bronze shields, earning the awe of other nations. Charcoal production has flourished in the Esfrosti Mountains, and iron sand has been collected from local streams since ancient times. It is said that these conditions, along with the invention of bellows, led to the start of their iron industry. Iron ore is now mined around the nation, and outstanding iron products are mass-produced by their large-scale workshops and furnaces, which burn hotter than ever. Given the importance of iron in Esfrost, it comes as no surprise that their ironworking techniques are a national secret that is rigorously protected and managed with the help of the craftsmen. For the Grand Duchy of Esfrost to share those teachings in this joint mining venture is truly unprecedented. I pray that the realm will finally be at peace and that the people will work together to see this new era flourish. Yeah, that didn't end up happening. All right, that's it, I think, for the notes. And I think I have got everything and spoken with everybody. Yeah, so let's move on. Should return to the encampment. Yes, we should.
This is more awful than I imagined.
Will you still send any Roselle in the Wolfort domain here? Force them into a life like this?
It isn't right. It isn't just. I don't care that it would ensure our own safety.
Indeed, it would be unforgivable. What is just is constantly in flux depending on the circumstances. That said, protecting people is always the right thing to do. Wouldn't you agree, Serenoa?
I feel the same as you both, but...
My apologies. I didn't mean to place all the blame on you. Still, we continue stumbling on the path before us.
Serenoa and his retinue return to their domain, their every step weighed down by the heavy task Hyzant has placed upon them. Elsewhere, the newly restored kingdom of Glenbrook begins to take action under Queen Cordelia's leadership. The kingdom issues a joint proclamation with Esfrost against Hyzant, halting all trade and severing diplomatic ties with the Holy State.
Okay, I don't think there's any side stories. No. Okay, so let's go into the voting. As unrest spreads across Norzelia, Serenoa must decide the future of the Rosellan villagers.
Esfrost and Glenbrook signed an agreement denouncing Hyzant.
Word only just arrived, and it is no mere rumor. They've issued a formal proclamation.
Preposterous! Gustadolf must have forced Cordelia's hand. This is sure to make Hyzant cease salt shipments to the Consortium. All this denouncement will do is hamstring Esfrost and Glenbrook both.
My brother, Gustadolf does not fight battles he cannot win. I'm certain this is part of some greater ploy.
I feel all of Norzelia stands on the precipice. But of what, I cannot say.
Each nation is making its move. We too must take action to secure our position before it's too late.
By which you mean expelling the Roselle?
To protect the Wolfort domain and its people, no one would dare hold such actions against you. Lord Serenoa, you must make a decision.
I saw what it is truly like at the source. The Rosellan are forced into back-breaking labor. No decent man would condemn another to such a fate.
But if we refuse the Hierophant, we will face the same dire consequences as House End. Should that happen, the Roselle would still be lost, would they not?
Then you think it is right to sacrifice the Roselle to save Wolfort?
No one is saying it is right, but a decision must be made. We must prioritize our own survival. That much should be clear. And survive we shall, if we can secure Hyzant's aid. Unless you know of another way?
Serenoa, I beseech you, not as one with Roselle blood in her veins, but as a person, as a Wolfort. You cannot give up the Roselle to Hyzant.
I appreciate each of your arguments, but we cannot debate this forever. It is time to decide. Once more to the scales of conviction.
Alright, we need Hyzant's support if we are to reclaim Glenbrook, but it comes at a price. One the Roselle under our protection must pay. So if you want to do the golden route, you cannot deliver the Roselle, you have to defend them. Let's see. Oh yeah, we can't. Oh, there's no exploration phase here. I guess because we just did one. That makes sense. Alright, so let's start with Benedict. Actually, let me save here. Alright, and it looks like, yeah, as you would expect, defending the Roselle is a morality choice.
We must decide.
Alright, if we defy the Holy One, everything we have done until this very moment will have been for naught. No, that's not true. House Wolfort needs Hyzant's support if it is to survive. Also not true. It pains me to have to say it, but the situation leaves us no choice but to surrender the Roselle. So it says this one should listen to reason. So this should be a pretty easy conversation. The Roselle are to be protected, even if it earns us Hyzant's ire. I thought you might be opposed. I should like to hear your thoughts if you are open to sharing them. I like the top option already. The Roselle are citizens of Wolfort, and there is no future for a house that abandoned its people. We need all the soldiers we can get. We have protected the Roselle for decades now, and I am certain they would join our fight as thanks. I mean, both of these seem pretty good, actually. Well, yeah, let's go with this bottom option, actually. There are indeed some among them who have been trained to protect the village, but they are not many. We will need far greater numbers if we are to defend ourselves. It appears our views are at an impasse. Allow me to ask you one more thing, my lord. The political climate took an unexpected turn once Ezfrost cut ties with Hyzant. How do you believe House Wolffort should conduct itself going forward? Could we not use the continued trade with the Wolffort domain as a means to negotiate the Rozel's safety? Or a conflict with Ezfrost is unavoidable and the Holy State will need our might if they are to stand a chance against them. I would use that leverage to reach a compromise. That seems good. I see, so you would use our might as a bargaining chip to secure the Rozel's safety. But I must remind you that in Hyzant the goddess is absolute, as is the word of the Hierophant. We cannot be certain if this matter is even up for debate. In any case, tensions between the two nations are rising and fast. We must be prudent in our actions. Alright, so Deep in Thought. That's not a great response, but we'll see. Alright, Gila's next. The Rozel in that village are those who fled Hyzant and their descendants. If the Holy State asks for their people to be returned, we have little room to argue, and if we refuse, we will be branded as heretics. But bending the knee would earn you the title of Saint, Lord Serenoa. I think it is in our best interest to obey for now. And so this one should be, or she says she should listen to reason. And obviously we're going to protect them. So you would choose to protect the Rozel. Might I ask why? It's kind of weird, actually, that Gila, you know, as someone who watches over or, you know, guards Frederica would kind of feel this way. But whatever. If we accept the goddess's teaching, there's a chance we put even Frederica in danger. I've seen the harsh reality of the source for myself, and I could not subject my people to such cruel treatment. I'm going to go with the one to... I'm going to appeal to Frederica. Thank you, Lord Serenoa. It hardens me to know you care for her so. Must admit I'm worried about that myself, but the Hierophant is trying to bring House Wolffort to their side. I doubt they would treat your betrothed so callously. But that makes absolutely no sense. They think all Rozellans are evil and tainted and whatever bullshit, right? Her rationale here just does not check out. Do we focus on what we stand to gain or the weight of what we might lose? The answer is not a simple one. Oh, yes, she's deep in thought. Looks like Anna is next. Where's Anna? Standing behind.
Lord Serenoa.
Oh boy, House Wolffort has overcome countless hardships to get where we are now. If we refuse to relinquish the Rozel, we will meet the same fate as House End. Our first priority must be our own survival. If we do not survive, we can do nothing for the Rozel. Right, so it says she should listen to reason. We believe we must protect the Rozel. Why? The people would never forgive us for doing something so heartless. Without their support, we would be easy prey to the Holy State. Hyzant can no longer trade with Ezfrost and Glenbrook. As their only remaining partner, we have grounds for negotiation. Or even if I was named a saint, we are still unbelievers. As such, I doubt they would grant me much power. I think all of these kind of suck. People would never forgive us for doing something so heartless. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go with the top option, I guess. I agree. No doubt Hyzant understands the same, but even if we disobey their orders, it is only a matter of time until they come to claim us, and less time than if we obeyed. We should avail ourselves all the time we can to gain the upper hand and reclaim our honor. Do you harbor any doubts about the Holy State, my lord? The Holy State acts in accordance with the Hierophant's wishes. I fear giving in to one request would only be the beginning of many more. It's not the Holy State, but the Hierophant that I fear. Their orders are cold and callous, as if they have no heart. Oh, wow, there's a little hint there. They wish to have the Rozel back so badly that they would use us to that end. I cannot help but wonder why. I mean, all of these just kind of seem like whatever. I'm going to go with the top one, though.
Indeed.
Harbor their own suspicions of us being unbelievers. There's a chance that they could continue to force us to make decisions like these even if we relinquish the Rozel. We should find a way to keep a fair birth without bending to their will.
What the others think.
I understand your concerns, my lord. I have my own doubts, truth be told. Alright, so Anna's been moved. Alright, so actually that was the best response I've got yet. Oops, is this? Yeah, Hewitt. The Rozel are people of the Wolffort domain, but if we defy the Hierophant, we'll face the same fate as House End. Metal loss. Alright, so protect. So you think we should protect the Rozel? Perhaps we could get the Holy State to promise not to attack the Rozellan village as my father once did. Or the Holy State needs our power if they are to fight the Duchy. We can use that to our advantage in negotiations. Or this is our first bargain with the Hierophant. It may play to our advantage to deny their request this one. That's okay, whatever. I'm going to go to the second option. I must admit, Rozel's caught off guard by the Archduke's decree. It could be a harbinger of war indeed. And if we are on the brink of battle, the strength and expertise of House Wolffort would prove invaluable to the Holy State. We may be able to leverage that to gain some sort of concession from them regarding the Roselle.
I don't know what to do.
Personally, I agree with you. I don't want to surrender the Roselle, but are there any other reasons you want to protect them? Must defend my people even against the Hierophant. Call it a lord's pride, or I would hate to be the reason that people's faith in our house is shaken, especially after all my father has done to build up its repute. And there are Frederica's people. I cannot simply look the other way. I think the second option seems good. Which now you feel the name of House Wolffort is known across the land because of Lord Simon. I would hate to do anything that would sully such a proud house, but shielding the Roselle from Hyzant may result in that house being crushed altogether.
I don't know what to do.
The more I think about this, the more my heart aches. Alright, so she's deep in thought. Really only, who was it, Anna, that had, like, you know, that we moved, so that's kind of tough. Let's do the vote.
It is time to cast our votes. We face a difficult decision. Do we surrender the Roselle living in our domain to Hyzant, or do we defy their orders?
Defy their
Approach
orders.
the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
You make a convincing argument, my lord.
Alright, Benedict has voted with us.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Alright, Sheila's voting with us as well.
You have my vote.
Alright, same with Anna.
I have faith in you.
Alright. Sure seems like that's another unanimous vote, so good stuff.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Nice.
The way forward is decided. The Roselle are our people. We must shelter them, even if it earns us Hyzant's ire. I suspected it would come to this. We have chosen our path, and now we must see it through. We will refuse to hand over the Roselle to Hyzant.
Okay, that is it for this one. As always, hope the guide was helpful, and thanks for watching.